Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is PureHEART, a price action sharp shooter. Okay guys, I told you I trade the Fantastic 5 setup. Fantastic 5 setup is what I look out for in the market whenever I'm trading, right? So in this video, I'm going to teach you one of the Fantastic 5 setup called SNRC1. So without much ado, let's go straight to the chart to see what SNRC1 is all about, right? So guys, this is SNRC1 formula on the chart. We have SNRC1 for formula for sell and SNRC1 formula for buy, right? And what is SNRC1? SNRC1 is a combination of basic support and resistance and basic supply and demand. If you know basic support and resistance and basic supply and demand, you'll be able to understand the concept of SNRC1. And also SNRC1 is a continuation setup. What do I mean? A continuation setup means that this setup happened in an already established trend, or it happened in a trading market, right? So let's look at SNRC1 example for sell. So this is SNRC1 sell formula here. As we can see, this is what drop base drop. You know drop base drop? Yeah. This is drop base drop. Then this is what strong support. This is support. When we mean by strong support, I will show you how to identify a strong support and a strong resistance on the chart when we get to the live chart, right? So we need, when you change to the line chart, you want to see a sharp V. We want to see a support that look like a sharp V, and we want to see a resistance that will look like a sharp A. That is what we mean by strong support or what? Strong resistance. So in this sell example, this SNRC1 sell example, this is a strong support aligned with what? Drop base drop. When we spot something like this on the chart, guys, it is an opportunity for us to make money. Believe me, it's an opportunity for us to make money. And let's look at SNRC1 for buy. And this is SNRC1 for buy. Like I said, SNRC1 is a combination of basic support and resistance and basic supply and demand. So when we look at this example for buy, SNRC1 for buy, this is a strong resistance here, aligned with what? Rally base rally. When we spot something like this on the chart, it is an opportunity for us to make money, guys. Like I said, in our setup, in all our setup, we always look for what? Confirmation. We always look for what will give us a confidence, what will give us, the Z to be able to, enter the trade. So we use higher time frame as confirmation. And what are we going to be looking at higher time frame for us to take this SNRC1 setup? Like this SNRC1 setup happens in all time frame. It happens in monthly time frame, happens in weekly time frame, daily time frame, 4-hourly time frame, 1-hourly time frame, M30, M15, M5, and M1 time frame, even seconds. You will find this SNRC1 setup because it happens everywhere. You can spot it anywhere in the chart, depending on the time frame that you are using to trade. So let's take, for instance, we spot or we see SNRC1 on 1-hour time frame. What are we going to do? We are going to use H4 time frame to look for confirmation, or daily time frame to look for confirmation. And what is the confirmation? We are going to look for a bearish engulfing candle, or a bullish engulfing candle, or a fully body candle, a fully momentum candle as what? As confirmation. Once we can find this, either a bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing, a full body candle on a higher time frame, it gives us confidence, enough confidence for us to take this trade. Because we know when we see something like this, we know that, wow, this trend, because it is a continuation setup, this trend will continue to go up. So we enter without fear or favor, right? So let's look at the procedures. What are the procedures in marking a SNRC1 setup? Let's look at procedures for a SNRC1 setup for sell. So this is the procedures here. We say SNRC1 setup, SNRC1 sell setup procedures. Number one, find the entry point, drop base drop. Like we said, this is the entry point. Find the entry point, drop base drop. Then The second, support, capital V, has to be within the entry point drop-based drop zone. What do we mean here? When we find the drop-based drop, the supply area, we have to look for what? The strong support, that the strong support must be within the drop-based drop zone. It must not be outside. Once it is outside, it is not a scenario one. You have to take note of this. Then step 3, when you confirm that support is in line with what? The drop-based drop zone, the next thing you have to do is to switch to the higher time frame, here. Switch to the higher time frame to look for engulf or body candle as confirmation. Just like I said, when we find this setup in H1 time frame, we go to 4-hourly time frame to look for what? Bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, or full body candle as confirmation for us to take our setup, right? So let's look at SNRC 1 buy setup procedures. In SNRC 1 buy setup procedures, 1, find the entry point, rally-based rally, right? This is what rally-based rally, right? Now, second, resistance, capital A, this one, strong resistance, this one, when you change to the line chart, it will look like A, right? It will look like A shape. So that's why we say resistance, capital A, has to be within the entry point, rally-based rally. So when you find a SNRC 1 for buy, the strong support has to be in line, has to be in the zone of this rally-based rally zone. When we spot something like this, we expect market to come back there, then we buy, right? And thirdly, third step is switch to the higher time frame to look for what? To look for engulfing candle, either bearish engulfing candle or bullish engulfing candle as what? As confirmation. Guys, I hope you understand, because this is one of the simplest setup among the Fantastic 5 setup. SNRC 1 is the simplest setup, right? So when you can identify this setup on the chart, guys, you'll be able to, become a price action sharpshooter. You'll be able to react in the market whenever this setup presented themselves. Because like I said, Fantastic 5 keep repeating in the market week in, week out. Like if you go to the chart now and try to look at this setup, you are not going to find it easily. So you have to train yourself. You have to train your eyes to look for this setup, because the chart is spiritual. The chart is spiritual. If you can see this setup, you'll be able to make money. You can see what others can see, right? So I'm teaching you price action setup. That is why you have to subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be dropping an other Obunge powerful setup, right? Powerful setup, guys, because I trade price action, I trade without indicators. This setup, this Fantastic 5 setup, work magic, guys. So like I always do, let me show you some of these screenshots or some of the materials I wrote on this Fantastic 5 setup, right? Before we go to the chart to see some of the example on the chart, let me show you this setup that I've been able to put them together to write the materials on them, So let's look at, okay, the SNRC 1 chart example, right? The example, the screenshot, I have developed a PDF on this Fantastic 5. In fact, I've written the materials on the Fantastic 5. So if you want these materials, you have to comment in the comment section. You have to, let me know in the comment section that you need this material. Then I will tell you what to do to get the material, right? So let's continue. Let me view this. Okay, yeah, let's use this. So this is SNRC 1 buy example. If you look at this chart, this is what, so when you change to, I will show you how to change to line chart to identify a strong support, but this is a strong resistance here. This is a strong resistance here, aligned with what? Rally, base rally, and price come back, then we buy. So this is how you would have entered this trade. You would have entered this setup. So now, as we spot this SNRC1 on a lower time frame. Let's say this happens on M30 time frame. We go to 1 hour time frame to a 4 hour time frame to look for what confirmation. And this is a higher time frame. I have been able to screenshot the setup and the confirmation, then put them in a material together, right? So this is the confirmation on a higher time frame. This is the bullish engulfing candle what as a confirmation to take this SNRC1 buy setup, guys. I hope you're understanding this setup. These are the simple price action setup that nobody's talking about, right? So let's continue. Let's continue. This is another example of SNRC1. This is SNRC1 sell setup, right? The first one is SNRC1 buy setup. So this is SNRC1 sell setup. This is what? A strong support aligned with what? Drop, base, drop. When market come back there, we sell. But before we will have confidence to sell, we want to see a confirmation on a higher time frame. So when you look at this site, you see that bearish engulfing candle in a higher time frame as what? As confirmation, right? This is bearish engulfing candle. This is what gives us confidence. When this market, when price come back to this SNRC1 setup, we sell. We sell with confidence. We go to the lower time frame and sell this market with confidence, without fear or favor. Because of what? What gives us that confidence is because of what? The confirmation on a higher time frame, which is what? Bearish engulfing candle. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue, guys. If you are getting value in this video, you have to subscribe to this channel, guys. I'm not joking. This is what I'm trading week in, week out. And I will be dropping other fantastic 5 setup and many other setup that, you know, when you practice them on your own, you are going to see changes in your trading, right? Trading is not hard. I won't say it's simple, but it is a game of practice. You have to practice this thing that I'm teaching you. When you train your eyes to see this setup, to see blind spot setup, I did a video on, you be able to identify SNRC1 setup, guys, because the market is going to give you, you may not know which setup the market may present to you, but any of the setup the market present to you, you know what to do, you know what to look out for, and you know, take opportunities. You don't need indicators to call us indicators like Indomie and Macroni, right? So let's continue. Let's continue. This is another example, SNRC1 for buy. This is SNRC1 for buy example. If when you look at the chart, you will see that this is what? Resistance. When you change to the line chart, you will see that this is a strong resistance aligned with what? With rally-based rally. Price come back there, we buy. So what gives us confidence as usual to buy this SNRC1 setup is the confirmation on a higher time frame, full body candle in a higher time frame. This is the full momentum candle. Like I said, when you go to the higher time frame, sometimes you will not see a clear bullish engulfing candle or bearish engulfing candle, but you will see a momentum candle, a full body candle at a higher time frame. This will give you confidence for you to come down to the lower time frame and take that setup, right? So this is a momentum candle on a higher time frame. That is why we're able to make money. This SNRC1 play out. I have been trading this setup. Everything I'm teaching you is what I'm trading, right? I'm not hiding anything here. Whatever I'm teaching you is what I'm trading. All this setup, when you join my Telegram channel, the description of the link of my Telegram channel is on the description of my channel. The link of my Telegram is on the description of my channel, not on the description of this video, right? So go to the description of my channel. You will find my Telegram link. You will also find my Instagram link, right? Follow me on Instagram so that you will see what I'm doing on weekly basis, on daily and weekly basis, right? These are the only setup you will see me posting. I will be posting the result of this setup I'm teaching you. So what I'm teaching you, work magic in the market, right? So let's continue. This is another example for SNRC1 setup. This is what? Strong support. Strong resistance aligned with what? Rally-based rally. Price come back there, we buy. So what makes us give us confidence to buy this setup is what? Is this guy. this confirmation here, bullish engulfing candle as confirmation. Just like we said, when you find a scenario one setup on a lower time frame, go to the higher time frame, the next higher time frame, to look for what confirmation, so that you can take that trade without fear or favor, right? So this is what we do in all our setup. When we find a setup, we look for confirmation, then we take the setup. Whether win or lose is part of the game, right? So this is confirmation on a higher time frame is bullish engulfing candle. That is why this setup play out beautifully. Okay, so let's continue. This is another beautiful SNLC1 setup. This setup is, look at this one, support. I mean, resistance aligned with what? Rally base rally. Then price come back there, we buy. As usual, when you spot, we see SNRC1, what are we going to do? Go and look for what? Look for bullish engulfing as confirmation. Either bullish engulfing or a full body candle, a momentum candle as confirmation in a higher time frame. And when you look at this higher time frame, we say bullish engulfing candle in a higher time frame as confirmation. Look at this, guys. Look at this. That is why we use confirmation in all our setup, and that is why we are confident enough to even go with crazy lot size, right? So let's continue. This is another example for a scenario one sell. This is strong support aligned with what? Drop base drop. Price come, we sell. So what gives us confidence to sell this setup is this momentum candle, this full body candle on a higher time frame. Then we sell, right? So I think this example is enough. Let's check one or two. Yeah, this is another example for SNRC1 buy. Yeah, this is what? Strong resistance aligned with what? Rally, base rally. Price come back, we sell. So what gives us confidence to take this setup is what? As usual, confirmation on the higher time frame. We go to higher time frame to look for bullish engulfing. But in this case, there is no bullish engulfing. We find a momentum candle, a full body candle like this. We know that when price come, we're gonna sell, we're gonna buy, right? That is why we're confident enough. You will be confident, or you would have been confident enough to take this trade, right? So let's see other example. This is another example. Strong resistance aligned with what? Rally base rally. Price come back with sell. In a higher time frame, we find a momentum candle as well. This one is not a bullish engulfing. This is a momentum or a full body candle on a higher time frame. Then we take this trade without fear or favor. So without much ado, let's go to the chart and see one or two live example, right? So let's go to, like I said, my favorite platform is MT4, MT5, right? I just use TradingView for teachings and all that, guys. So let me show you some of the example on the chart. So here, if I look at this chart, I'll be able to find, like I said, train your eyes to be able to spot SNRC1. You also train your eye to spot other setup I've been able to teach you, right? So if I look at this chart, I can be able to spot SNRC1 on the chart because I have trained my eyes. Because this game is a game of practice. You have to go back to your drawing board, train your eyes to spot this setup. You have to work hard for you to recognize this setup. You have to train your brain, train yourself, train your eyes for you to recognize this setup whenever market present them on the chart, right? So this is what SNRC1 here. So I will change to the line chart. This is how you change to the line chart. When you change to the line chart, this is what we call strong support. This is strong support. So we'll mark that strong support like this. We'll mark that strong support. Okay. Wait. Okay, we'll mark the strong support. Let me change it to which color? Okay, to black. Okay, this is what a strong support align with what? Align with this drop base drop. Let's go back to the candlestick. You see, this is the strong support aligned with this drop base drop. So let's mark it. We now mark. Okay, guys. All right. So we mark it. Then we wait for price to come back here. Then we sell. So what are you going to do once you find a setup like this? Once you mark it like this, the next step you are going to do is to look for what confirmation. Is to look for confirmation in a higher time frame, right? So let's look out for confirmation. Wow. Okay, guys. Sorry for. Okay, this is the confirmation for the setup, right? This is the confirmation for the setup. Look at where we mark on the lower time frame. This is a bearish engulfing candle. This is a bearish engulfing candle as confirmation. We would have taken this opportunity without fear of favor and would have made money. What I'm teaching you work magic, guys. This is the pure price action. That is why I'm a price action sharpshooter. Okay. So let's continue. I don't want this video to be much. I don't want my video to be too much. I go straight to the point. I show you what I need to show you. Then you go back to your drawing board and, practice, because if you didn't practice this setup, the market will present to you and you will not be able to recognize them. So this is SNRC1. Let's look at for another example. This is in GPB, JPY. So let's look out for another example. Okay, I can see another setup here. So this is another setup. Guys, can you see SNRC1 sell on the chart? I'm seeing SNRC1 sell on the chart. So as usual, when you spot SNRC1 on the chart, because I've trained my eyes to see, you go to the line chart, then you use your line to mark. Make sure the strong resistance, the strong support align with what? This is a strong support align with what? Drop, base drop, right? Go back to the candlestick chart, pick your box, mark out. When you mark it like this, we wait for price to come back there, we sell. But before then, you have to look for confirmation so that you have enough confidence to sell when price come back to this zone, right? So we'll go to the daily. This is a 4-hourly time frame. So when this setup happen on 4-hour time frame, what are you going to do? You go to the daily to look for confirmation. If you didn't see confirmation on daily, go to weekly, right? When this setup happens on, because it happens on all setup, like all time frame, like I said, when you find this setup on M30 or M15 time frame, let's say M15 time frame, go to M30 to M1 to look for confirmation, right? This is the setup I trade and the work magic. So let's go to daily time frame or higher time frame to look for confirmation of this setup, guys. So like, remember the procedures. When you find a setup, change to line chart, make sure the strong support or the strong resistance is or aligned with what? The drop base drop zone or the rally base rally zone. That is what we call SNRC1. If the support is not aligned with the drop base drop or the rally base rally, it is not SNRC. You cannot consider that as SNRC1. It is another setup which I don't know, right? So these are I've given you the rules that the procedures to follow. You find the drop base drop in case of a sell. Then you find a strong support aligned with the drop base drop. That is SNRC1. When price come there, we sell, providing we find a confirmation. So let's look at the confirmation in a higher time frame. So this is, wow, guys, this is a confirmation here. This confirmation here is not a bearish engulfing. It is a full body candle, right? When you see a full momentum candle like this, it gives us confidence to take this setup on, right? So in all our setup, we look for confirmation to boost our confidence to take our trade without fear or favor. Guys, let's look at one or two examples so that we can end this video, right? So what I'm showing you guys, you have to stick to this channel. You have to, join my Telegram channel so that you follow me closely and see how I'm trading or how I'm utilizing opportunities based on this fantastic price setup I'm sharing to you guys. This is Chichanora concept, guys. It's tested and trusted, right? So let's look at one of the example again. This is a GPB CHF. Yeah. So, oh, this is a different setup. Okay. So let's look out for SNRC1. Can we see SNRC1? Man, I can see SNRC1 here. Guys, can you see SNRC1? Yeah, I can see it. So this is SNRC1. This one is SNRC1. So what you have to do is first is to change to the line chart. Once you spot SNRC1 like this is SNRC1 buy. Go to the line chart. You pick your line as usual. This is what? This is strong support. I mean, strong resistance is like A, strong resistance. Make sure the strong resistance align with what? Align with the rally-based rally. So when you look at this strong resistance, it's in line with what? This rally-based rally zone. So that is, you go back to the candlestick chart, you mark your zone like this. You know that this line is not straight. So let's make it straight. Yeah. So you mark your zone like this. We wait for price to come back there, we sell. I mean, we buy, right? So what are you going to do? After marking it like this, the next thing you are going to do is to go to the higher time frame to look for what? To look for confirmation. So let's go to the higher time frame to look for confirmation. Can we see confirmation? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, this is confirmation, right? This is the confirmation in a higher time frame. This is the confirmation, guys. This is the confirmation in a higher time frame. We have bullish engulfing candle. So you would have taken this setup without fear of failure, right? What I'm teaching you work magic. So let's look at one more example. This is GPB USD. Like I said, all the fantastic fast setup happen in all pairs and in all time frame. So let me show you one of the example here on the daily time frame. This one happened on the daily time frame on GU. If you look at this setup, I can see SNRC1 here. Let me zoom it. I can see this is SNRC1 like this. Go to the line chart. This is SNRC1 here. I will pick my line, then mark out this strong resistance. This is strong resistance. Once I mark out this strong resistance, it's in line, or is this strong resistance is within the rally base rally. Then I will come back to the candlestick chart, then mark it like this, then wait for price to come there. This happens on the daily time frame. Once I spot something like this on the daily time frame, in fact, I will go to the smaller time frame to wait patiently. When price get there to this zone, I'm going to enter the trade without fear or favor, right? So let's look out for, since it happens on the daily time frame, we'll go to the weekly time frame or the monthly time frame to look for confirmation, right? So let's go to the weekly time frame. When you look at the weekly time frame on this setup, we have a full body candle. This body candle is enough reason for us to take this trade, right? Like I said, SNRC1 is a trend continuation setup. It happens in an already established trend or in a trending market, right? So guys, this is all about SNRC1. Like I said, if you watch my video and you didn't practice, there's no way you are going to good at this. In fact, the market will present this SNRC1 to you, will not be able to see it. The market can even present the blind spot I taught you guys. You will not even see the blind spot. So all you have to do is you have to train yourself. You have to practice so that whenever market present this setup, you'll be able to spot them and take opportunities, right? So go back to your drawing board, make sure you practice, because trading is a game of practice. Like I said, it is not hard. Trading is not hard, but it's not that easy. You just need practice. You just need the right knowledge. You need to stay away from the indicator. Keep your chart simple, stupid, right? Keep your chart clear. Keep your chart simple. Keep your criteria, your strategy as simple as ABC, okay? I'm a price action sharpshooter. and I'm happy to share this SNRC1 setup with you guys. I believe this setup, you will find value in this setup. This video is going to benefit you. This video is going to improve your trading. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.